2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to be pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play. Just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there with a nice pickup.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Washington now out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
And inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
He's tackled at
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3 on the play.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first down, Darnold. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 35.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Brashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
His kick is
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bills nothing.
Second and 13. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down
So if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. His throw incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, 3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold from the gun. Got an open man, it's Washington. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down, only of 2 there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Fromm off of play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got this down to the 35. Darnold finding Perriman there for a New York first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first, here's Washington, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Darnold down to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Touchdowns now. scores the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Bills' 9-yard line.
Now Washington. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Washington, the ball carrier.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Gold is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jets up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Darnold. Man open, it's Goodwin. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier. Carl Lawson on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Now a handoff looking right. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Down left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Returnable here for Davis. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Washington.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Escape. He can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Got all these motherfucking superstars on one motherfucking team.
They run with Washington.
Damn, that's my
And he'll
fault.
lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
That's a safety fool. That's a safety fool.
And that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. A first down throw, Darnold, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Washington.
The end result, 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And that is caught.
Yo, stop fucking moving.
Says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Back to throw here.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
Come on.
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well. This time
no more crossing routes now. You gotta play deep. You gotta
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided
all those people that crossing routes.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Can't do no cross route now.
Getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6 from the 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. They got the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. for Perriman there. He's got him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
I'm just fucking playing now. I ain't even been seeing them all.
Midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let me stop.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let me get my ball back real quick.
They'll throw on first down with Fromm. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The keeper. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the Jets' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
For a 2-point conversion.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game.